You are listening to PowerScore's Featured Law Schools podcast series. Today's featured law school is Arizona State University Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law. Currently ranked number 38 by the U.S. News & World Report, Arizona State Law School has a total full-time enrollment of 576 students and currently costs a little over $19,000 for in-state students and over $32,000 for out-of-state students. For the class that entered in 2009, from about 2,500 applicants, about 25% were accepted. Finally, when it came to the admission for the fall of 2009, the median LSAT score was a 161, while the median GPA was a 3.6. Representing Arizona State University Law School in our podcast today is the Associate Dean of Admissions and Financial Aid, Shelley Soto. And a third-year student and president of Wills for Heroes, an organization at Arizona State Law School, is Matthew Binford. Shelley Soto says there are a lot of reasons why Arizona State Law School has a great advantage for its students. She says from the city in which the school is housed to the academic opportunities the school offers truly makes the school one of a kind.
There are a variety of things that I think set this law school apart. One is that we are in the fifth largest city in the country, and that large city is in the rather rare situation of being a state capital. There are not many large cities across the country that also serve as state capitals. So we have the advantage of being in the population center of the state, the legal center of the state, the government center of the state, and we have access to all of the community leaders and judicial leaders and government leaders for this state. So there are some really nice opportunities that Phoenix provides in and of itself. You match that with the fact that we are a law school that is one of only two in this law school, and clearly the law school in this city that is the longest established. There is another new law school that has started up here in Phoenix, but we have this very nice relative exclusivity within this market, which is a very nice thing for our students in terms of opportunities for our students. We also have a very nice balance. This is point number 2, I guess, in terms of what makes ASU Law School special, would be that we have this very nice balance between traditional, solid, theoretical legal training and practical skills training. With the combination of our excellent clinical programs, and we have a very robust number of clinical programs considering the size of our student body, with 11 currently on the books, over 150 externship opportunities per year, a writing program that is consistently regarded as one of the top in the country, in large part because we put resources into hiring top-notch faculty and don't rely on algebra students to do the core of the teaching in the writing program, and our pro bono opportunities, again, because this is a large community with a lot of need, and we have this history in this community as these schools return to. We have very nice opportunities for practical skills training that I think provides students with a really great balance to their theoretical education, that they're receiving here. We also have a very nice opportunity, I guess this is third in the list. We have very nice opportunities for our students related to interdisciplinary study because we are attached to a large and vibrant research institution. With the opportunity for students to really develop their own course of study and to take a few classes outside of the traditional law curriculum in other graduate programs to help enhance their interdisciplinary learning. We believe that's a marked opportunity for our students. And then add to that the fact that this is one of the biggest universities in the country. So you have this access to this great educational and intellectual environment. The law school is, though, this very intimate piece of this great intellectual community. We have a small law school despite the fact that we're a public law school. We have an entering class typically of under 200 people per year. And we have one of the best student-faculty ratios in the country, again, despite the fact that we are a public law school that tends to defy the stereotypes of public law school education.
And when it comes to applying to Arizona state law, Shelley says that her advice for potential applicants is very general and can be helpful for any school you may be interested in applying to.
Most of the time, the advice that I give to students considering, because that's absolutely a different stage of the process. You know, we're talking about conversations that happen usually in September, October, November. And those conversations, I usually focus more broadly on general guidance and advice for the application process. And that includes things like, you know, do your research so that you can start to limit or make some selections at that early stage about which places you would definitely want to go, and where you think you have a realistic shot of gaining admission. Make sure that you spend some time reviewing and editing the documents that you're going to be submitted, and pay attention to the specific requests of each individual school you're applying to. Don't treat it as a one-stop shop and just package up yourself into one neat box and send it to every school. To a certain extent, your resume may be something that, you know, can easily just be used for each application. And some personal statements are going to be usable from one school's application process to the next. But there are some schools that really do encourage students to focus on a particular topic, or for one school, it may be that the applicant's interest relates to that school's strength in a particular area, or that school's geographic position for personal reasons. If there are things like that make one school attractive to you for a particular reason, you probably want to go ahead and address that to some small degree in the personal statement. Definitely, this is overall advice, definitely do not repeat your resume in essay form for your personal statement. That's a waste of your time and energy in producing your application. You want to present new information in every paragraph and in every bullet that you're able to submit to a school, because you have such limited space to sell yourself to a school. And you want to make sure that whenever you're putting together your personal statement, you think about the different experiences and accomplishments and involvements, perhaps your interests and passions, all of those things that have impacted your life and developed your current interests and ambitions. Think about all of those things and show the law school how you're going to be able to contribute to our learning environment in some unique way. Show us how your experiences are going to drive your perspective and influence your ability to contribute. I think those things are probably key.
Shelley also says there are many more reasons why you should consider Arizona State for your legal education.
The energy and forward motion of this school, the vision that this law school has for the future of legal education, the tremendous opportunities related to the breadth of our program, the student-faculty ratio, the connections to the community, and our commitment to the idea that law schools should be involved in solving some of the biggest legal issues that the world is facing right now. That law schools should absolutely engage in their communities at the local, national, and on the global level in addressing those questions and finding solutions. And that's, I think, a big part of a lot of the programming and initiatives that we're engaging in now.
And when it comes to the student body opinion of the program, Matthew Benford, a third year at Arizona State Law, says he likes the program because he's able to tailor his education to his personal interests.
Well, I think my favorite aspect is that I've really been able to tailor the courses towards my interests. I've been able to tailor my studies towards what I want to do. Personally, my two major interests are education and law enforcement or criminal justice. And I've been able to take classes in those areas, upper-level classes. I've been able to connect with faculty that do their research in those areas. And it's really just been great. It's helped me stay focused on my studies because I'm doing something I'm passionate about. I'm working with professors that are passionate about what they teach. And the school's been really helpful with clinics and things to give me practical experience in those areas.
And when asked about the student life on his campus, Matthew says it's one of the best attributes to his law school.
I think that's probably one of the strongest parts of our school is, the relationship between the faculty and the students, the number of student organizations that you can get involved with. We have, we have organizations that support artists in the community. We have organizations for different ethnic and racial groups. We have organizations for different religious groups. There's just a lot of groups. If you want to be involved with someone that has similar interests, or you don't know much about a different area, you people that have those interests learn more about it. And everybody's everybody's really helpful. You watch all these movies about law school, and everybody's scared that people are going to be hiding books in the library and ripping pages out. And although it is competitive, I think everybody really helps each other out. Everybody really wants the other people to succeed.
And finally, Matthew agrees with Shelley when saying the location of ASU Law brings full circle everything that makes the program superior to others.
Well, the great thing about the law school at ASU, about the Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law, is that it's law schools in the West Coast that's actually in the capital of the state and in the largest city in the state. So ASU is in Phoenix, and we have the state capital here. So we have legal internships with the state capital, with the legislatures, with senators, representatives, and state government. We have internships with the governor's office. We have the Supreme Court housed here in Phoenix, one of the branches of the Court of Appeals. We have a United States District Courthouse, a U.S. Attorney's Office. Most of the major law firms have their big offices here in Phoenix. So there's really a lot of opportunity to go out and get practical experience. And that's not always the case with law schools, at least on the West Coast. So I think just the opportunities while you're in law school, being able to get that academic experience in the classroom and then get that practical experience downtown, 15, 20 minutes away, it's really great.
Thank you for listening to PowerScore's podcast series. If you want more information on PowerScore's podcasts or services, please visit PowerScore.com, or you can call 1-800-545-1750.